Hi, I'm Phyllis. My website is southernfrugal.com. Today, for our main meal of the day, it's going to be sort of a country meal. So what we're going to have is one of these slices of ham, and I want to show you the cost. $3.68, and it's certainly enough in this pack for 4 servings for sure. And all you have to do is just brown it a little bit on each side, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and it's ready. So what we're going to have is some, I guess you call it fried cabbage, so we're just going to call it country cabbage, I guess. So I've got probably a good 2 tablespoons of bacon grease in the cast iron skillet. And so what we're going to do is just go ahead and cook the cabbage in the skillet. And I've got my heat on just a little above medium. And I've got half a cabbage. It was a pretty small cabbage, but I went ahead and cut it up and washed it and drained it. So we're just going to dump it in. And my understanding of fixing cabbage this way is you just keep frying it for about 30 minutes. And of course it's going to go way down. And what a lot of the viewers said was it would become very sweet, just like it does when you bake it in the oven for cabbage steaks. So that's what we're going to do. I think you have to, stir it right much too. I've also got some potatoes, and I did cube those potatoes. These are red potatoes, peeled and cubed. And we're going to have some country potatoes too, with the ham, and I already made biscuits yesterday, and so we're having biscuits too. So we're just going to keep cooking this, like multiple people said, and keep stirring it, and see if we like it this way. I think we will. My grandmother nor my mother ever fixed cabbage this way. They always just steamed it. So I never knew to fix it this way. Anyway, so we'll talk for a minute here. Alright, so Mr. Becky and I got our flu shots day before yesterday. And he did fine with it. He felt a little bit under the weather yesterday, and so did I. And then I felt a little bad this morning, but now I seem to be a lot better. But anyway, all of that doesn't compare with getting the flu, y'all, because I've had the flu before and it was terrible. So anyway, we got that over with, and we're ready to move on. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and keep stirring this, and I'm just looking at the clock and see if it's not going to actually go ahead and take about 30 minutes from what everybody said. I'm not sure if I should put salt on it now or later. I'm not sure. I know if I put a little salt on it, it would help some of the moisture come out of the cabbage. But anyway, so I'm just going to be standing here for, I guess, the next 30 minutes stirring this and making sure it doesn't get real brown on the bottom. And I'm waiting for my potatoes to get done, and I'll go ahead and fix that ham in a few minutes. All right, y'all, we'll be back. All right, we are back, and it's been about 15 minutes, and of course the cabbage has gone down quite a bit, and it has got some brown on it, and it does taste exactly the same as that I have fixed in the oven with the cabbage steaks. But of course I don't think this will take as long as it does cooking it in the oven. And we got our potatoes over here, and by the way, this was about 4 medium red potatoes. And so what I'm going to do is I've poured a little bit of the liquid from the potatoes in about a half a cup of milk. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon of flour in there and just stir it around. And we're also going to put about 2 tablespoons of butter in the potatoes. And I'm going to go ahead and put some salt in there. And I'm just going to mix that flour in with this milk and water combination. And that was about a tablespoon of all-purpose flour. When I was pouring it in there, one of the potatoes slipped out. There you go. So just just mix that up. Yeah, so you definitely have to keep stirring this. You can't just walk away from the cabbage because it definitely, I can see that it would probably burn on the bottom. So you do have to keep stirring it. And this cabbage did have a lot of big stems in it, like that. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So I think it's going to take a little bit of more heat to get those cooked, but it has gone down quite a bit, and it does smell just like the cabbage steaks did. And I actually tasted a little piece of it, and it is definitely sweet like the cabbage steaks are. They're definitely sweet like that. Alright, so we're going to cook our ham for 4 to 5 minutes on each side, and then I'm going to add, and by the way, I have got some bacon grease in the skillet with the ham. And so once it cooks on that first side, we're going to flip it over, and then I'm going to pour a little leftover coffee in there and make a little bit of gravy. Alright, y'all, now we're going to go ahead and dump this milk and flour mixture, and of course some of the water from the pot, back in the potatoes because they're all done. Just going to stir them around a little bit. Let that butter melt and let those come back to a boil, and it's going to thicken up the flour and the milk. Alright, y'all, when we get back, I'm hoping this will all be done, and I'm going to go ahead and put the biscuits in the toaster oven to warm up. We'll be back. Alright, y'all, I think this cabbage is ready. It's gotten very tender, and they've got a lot of brown on it. And I also added a little salt to it. So we're going to give it a taste now. Now that my potatoes are ready, the ham is ready, I went ahead and added some coffee to that to give it a little brown gravy on it. And we're going to give this cabbage a taste now. Alright, here we go. I already tasted of it earlier, but we're going to taste of it again and see if it's as sweet as what was in the cabbage steaks, because it was like so sweet it was like it had sugar on it. Alright, here we go. It tastes like what we had cooked in the oven before, and it's just as sweet. Alright, y'all, we're going to get this on the plates, and we'll be back in just a minute and show you what it looks like. Alright, I hope y'all will stay tuned for a little while after I show you how everything looks on the plate, because all this is going to get turned into something for tomorrow's meal. Alright, so here's the plates, the ham, and of course I added some coffee to make this little gravy. We got 2 biscuits, the country potatoes, and there's that cabbage. It is delicious. And we are having Jello, and of course our iced tea. There's Mr. Bucky's plate, and we are ready to eat. Now y'all stay tuned, because we're going to make a little dish for tomorrow out of the leftovers. So stay on the video and you'll see that in a few minutes. Alright, we are back, and it's a little while later. Everything that was left over has cooled. So we are ready to mix up some stuff and make us a casserole for tomorrow. Alright, so I've got the leftover potatoes. Of course, they've all cooled. We're going to add the cabbage that was left to that. Mix that up. And then we took the ham, and I cut that little edge off of it that's always so tough, and cut the other half of the ham up into little pieces, little bite-sized pieces. And we're going to add some cottage cheese to that. About 2 big spoonfuls. I'm going to add a little sour to everything. Like that. And now we're going to add some sharp cheddar cheese, and I'm going to save out some for the top. Get all that out of there. So we're going to add about, that's probably a cup and a half of sharp cheddar cheese. We're going to save some for the top and just mix that up. Now, this is all cooled down now, but when it's reheated tomorrow, it will get a lot more creamy. Alright, it's all mixed up. Just going to dump it in our casserole. Yeah, so that cottage cheese will give it a little bit of a different taste. We're just going to spread that out. Like that. Alright, now we're going to sprinkle the cheese right on top. And this again is sharp cheddar. Spread it out as even as you can get it. Now tomorrow, all I'll have to do is put it in the toaster oven and heat it up until it's bubbly. And this will be our meal. I'll probably add a salad to it. But anyway, not wasting any food at all. And also, when you make meals like this, you save on the electricity too. When you go ahead and cook enough, like in this case, enough for 4 servings. And so if there's just 2 of you, you need to change it up a little bit, make it taste a little bit different so it doesn't just taste like leftovers. Alright y'all, we will see y'all next time. I hope you'll try that cabbage. It was really good. It's also very, very sweet. I mean, it just tastes like it's got sugar in it. It does. Alright y'all, we will see y'all next time. Bye for now.